And we're back on our road to gold 1 journey, and currently we're 5 and 5, so we need to get off to a good start, get a couple wins in. This is the first team we come up against in these next set of 10 games, so let's get into this straight away. And a good quick start we got. Nice early goal, Mbappe through to Payet, putting it in the back of the net, 1-0. Not long after that, we search for our second goal. Nice link-up play between Mbappe and Payet. Nice ball roll, puts him back in the net, 2-0, we continue. Following up from those two early goals, near the halfway point, we get that third goal. But it's not a PK-boo game if we do not concede, and Vardy gets a goal. Fortunately for us, in the second half, we find ourselves in acres of space. Mbappe, ball rolls, chips the keeper. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we lose the ball in the middle of the field, poor defending, and he gets a consolation goal. And it's going to be nothing more than that, because we're going to see out the victory. And I believe that makes us 6 and 5, which isn't ideal. And this is the second team that we're going to come up against, looking to get that 7th win and kind of be on the road to recovery for this weekend, so we have a chance of getting gold 1. Clearly the players on the pitch want it just as much as I do as the player, and it's 1-0 in the second game. We're looking good. Surprise! That's right. Rebound goal. 1-0. To make it that extra bit harder, we let them get a goal just before half time, so we give them a bit of a chance. Don't want to be too selfish, we want equal gameplay, but then in the second half we do manage to get that equaliser. Mbappe finishes it, as always, clinical. In the 67th minute we do manage to get that lead back. Dembele, nice and composed, near post finish. If you are liking this type of content, don't forget to leave a like and drop a comment, just even if it's criticism, just so I can improve as a content creator, and let me know if you are enjoying the series of Road to Gold 1 as we get that win. I believe that puts us on 7 and 5, and this is a third game. It's quite a nice team. He's got a bronze left wing there, I imagine it's for chemistry, and I believe he brings on a substitute quite early on. We're now searching for that 8th win, and we get a nice early start with Payet scoring in that 4th minute, and we're looking promising. Don't forget, if you do want to interact with me a bit more, follow my socials that are in the description as we score our second goal of the game. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, they're all in the description below, and check out the music that's in the background of this video as we get the third goal and our opponent decides that he's had enough. He doesn't want it anymore and he leaves, as we get our 8th win to put us 8 and 5, which is starting to put us in good stead. Looking to carry on this winning mentality, we head in to our 4th game of the episode, and it's probably going to be a tough one because I've got 3 wins and the team's got quite a nice team, but we need to push on and get this win so we can fully recover from those first 10 games. But we start slightly slow and give him an easy penalty, and this weekend is just full of them. I'm quite notorious for giving away penalties as he goes 1-0 up. We do equalise in the early moments of the second half with Mbappe, cute finish. Mertens has got in behind my defence and he goes 2-1 up. Got a bit lucky there, but he slots it away quite nicely. As I pause to make some substitutions. Once again, the same substitutions. Dembele, Payet and Pulisic all come off for Zaha, Depay and Lucas Moura. Let's see if these can make an impact like they did last episode. There was no impact by the substitutions and Crespo sees out the game. And we've lost that one. So we are 8-6, I believe, at this point. As we go into our 5th game. And I'm looking to beat this one. At this point, I'm thinking I can beat this team. Fabinho mopping up in that central midfield spot. Mbappe gets past one, comes back, gives it to Payet, who does a ball roll, gets a bit lucky but finesses it, and we start the game well. But in the second half, he finds the equaliser. Poor defending and goalkeeper movement from me, and we find ourselves in an equal position. Then, in the 70th minute, not long after that equaliser, Bale gets the goal to put him ahead. And suddenly we're in a losing position, but we're comfortable that we can come back. But this happens. Yep, I get disconnected from the game. I don't lose internet connection. I'm still connected to EA servers, but I get the loss. But we move on, we can't do anything about that. So we're now 8-7, and we need this win. We really need this win. We do go 1-0 up, which is good. It is very good from Mbappe, once again stepping up to the plate. And he gives us a second opportunity. He gives us a penalty. Finally, we're getting a penalty. We're not the ones giving away the penalty. Is our luck potentially changing so we can reach that gold one promised land that we so dearly sought after? Fabinho thinks he's going to go bottom right, but he ends up going in the middle, and that is a goal. I said last video that the most crucial time to score a goal is just before the half-time whistle, and we do it again here. Makes it 3-0, put the opponent in a sense of doubt as he contemplates what he is doing, whether he should leave or not, but he decides to continue, which may not have been for the better of him. The players weren't happy about the loss last game as they continued to punish the opponent. Cheeky little chip from Mbappe. What's that? You want some salt with that chip? Yes, please. Just gets worse for the opponent. Mbappe slots it through to Dembele. He sees off the game. Thank you and good night, ex-Gonka 10. After that 5th goal, he did in fact leave, and that gives us our 9th win, which isn't too bad, to be fair, considering what we did last 10 games. And this is a game that we want to win to get that 10th win and get us into potentially a good position. We need this 10th win, and we get off to a quick start once again. Mbappe, heel to heel, puts it near post, 1-0. Also, I was potentially thinking about doing a few games with subscribers. If you'd be up for that, let me know in the comments below, and we'll go from there. As we look to score our 2nd goal, Pulisic slots it away. Nice little goal. And we're looking in a good position, but we make it harder for ourselves for another game of the weekend league. He makes it 2-1. Not in an ideal position now. We do bounce back from conceding that goal, but it took us a while into the second half. Dembele, inside, outside, puts it to Payet, who once again gets another goal for this weekend league. The question is, can we see out this game? And getting the 4th goal makes it that little bit easier. Takes a while to take the shot, but he gets there in the end. Mbappe. And goodbye Benzema 9-2-4. I hope you had a good weekend, mate. But unfortunately, I gave you a loss here. Thank you for the win. And that is our 10th win. let's keep going. It seems the more games that we play, the harder teams we face, and this is no exception. It's another great team, but we've got to put that in the back of our heads and get on with the game and win. Hopefully we can get that win to get the 11th victory to put us into the next category, and we're in good stead because we're 1-0 up. We may have gone 1-0 up, but that did not stop the grit and determination of our opponent as he gets the equaliser. And now we may be struggling because he's got a good team, and in the 70th minute he gets that second goal. That could prove to be pivotal in the result of this game. But he gets the third goal as well and kind of sees the game off. We're not coming back from that. Not in the 80th minute against a good opponent with 10 men. Not ideal position at all. And at the end of this game, we're still on 10 wins. Going to the next game, hoping to get that next win, see us into the next category. But we'll have to see what happens and we'll take it a game at a time. 1-0 in the game, winning is the aim. Can we get the win after this nice little finish from Dembele? And he manages to equalise it again before the half-time whistle. But he then gets another goal even closer to that half-time whistle. Bit more luck in this one. Unfortunate, but we head into the second half 2-1 down. But we do manage to get that equaliser once again. The grit and determination in this team is unreal. But we make a mistake in the latter stages of the game, and with 3-2 down, I look to make some substitutions, but it does not make any difference. Heading into our final game, we are 10-9. That is not good from our standards at all. Last week we managed to go 8-7 and recover the Gold 1 objective with a 12-3 sequence of games, and it doesn't get much better because he starts 1-0 up, and we do get the second goal in the game with the equaliser. We need to continue that. Shocking scenes as we do go 2-1 up. Mbappe clinical once again. We're going to need him throughout this whole game. He does manage to get the equaliser into the second half with Fekir, who is proven to be a difficult player to play against this year for me. He gets the third goal, and it looks like that he is going to get the win. Unfortunately, he gets a fourth, and it's just all gone Pete Tong really. Rashford makes it look so easy. Think the keeper should have got that really, but he didn't. And then to finish it off, he gets the fifth, and that is going to be game, set and match. We are 10-10 heading into the last 10 games. Make sure you watch the next video, and I'll catch you in a bizzle.
With these expectations, they weigh me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside.